Welcome to Headline to Heartline. Palace gates can make illness look distant, but the body always knows where ceremony ends and real life begins. Today's story matters because Princess Catherine has reminded us of something many families know too well. Cancer is never carried by one person alone. Stay with me until the end of the video, because the real lesson here is not only about royalty, but about family, privacy, recovery, and the quiet strength it takes to keep going. On June 4, 2026, Catherine, Princess of Wales, visited the Christie NHS Foundation Trust in Manchester, one of the major cancer care centers in the United Kingdom. She met patients, families, and medical staff, and one moment became especially emotional. She embraced Claire Lorente, a young mother marking the end of her breast cancer treatment and preparing to ring the bell. That bell may sound small, but for anyone who has lived near cancer, it means a whole world. It means one chapter is closing. It means the body has survived something frightening. It means a family can breathe a little differently, even if the road ahead is still tender. People reports that Catherine spoke about how cancer treatment affected her own family. She did not reveal new medical details. She did not name the type of cancer. She did not turn the visit into drama. Instead, she said something simple and very human. Families go through it too. She said she knew how hard it was for the children and for her parents, and that is the part that stayed with me. Because when someone has cancer, the whole home changes rhythm. Children notice the quiet. Parents worry, even when they try to look calm. A partner becomes the driver, the organizer, the listener, the person trying to hold normal life together while fear sits in the room. The patient receives the treatment, but the family lives the impact. Here is what we know clearly. Catherine announced in March 2024 that after abdominal surgery, doctors found cancer, and she was undergoing preventive chemotherapy. In September 2024, she shared that she had completed chemotherapy. In January 2025, she said she was in remission and focused on recovery. The exact type of cancer has never been publicly disclosed, and that matters. If a headline claims to know the type, the stage, or private medical details beyond what she has shared, we should treat it with caution. And honestly, this is where I want to add something personal. Sometimes I think there are people who really do deserve the platform they were given, and Princess Catherine is one of the best examples of that. She was not born inside the royal system. She was once a private person, a daughter, a student, a young woman far away from palace gates. And now, as a future queen, she represents so many things to so many people. What I find beautiful is that she uses that visibility to advocate for health, education, early childhood, emotional well-being, and self-care. It does not feel like empty publicity to me. It feels like someone who understands that status only matters if it can be turned into service. If this kind of clear and compassionate reporting helps you, please like and subscribe so others can find it too. What made this visit powerful was not that Catherine told us everything. It was that she chose to speak from the emotional side of treatment, not the polished palace version, the family version, the version with children asking questions, parents worrying in silence, and recovery continuing after the cameras leave. And this is something people often misunderstand about remission. Remission is wonderful news, but it is not a magic switch. The body may still be tired, the mind may still be cautious, the family may still be healing from months of uncertainty. A person can be grateful, hopeful, and still recovering at the same time. Prince William has also spoken about how he and Catherine communicated with their children during her illness. He said they chose to be more open with them, while also recognizing that it can be hard to know how much to share. Many families face that same question. Do you protect children by saying less, Or do you protect them by telling the truth in a way they can understand? There is no perfect answer. There is only love, timing, and the hope that honesty makes fear a little less lonely. My perspective is that Catherine's comments are powerful because they are restrained. She is not asking for pity. She is not offering the public her full medical file. She is showing that even inside royal life, illness brings everyone back to the same essential questions. How do I tell my children? How do I reassure my parents? How do I keep going when the people I love are scared too? Now, to be fair, there are two sides to the public conversation. One side says Catherine is a public figure, a future queen, and people naturally want updates about her health. That is understandable. Her absence in 2024 created concern, and her return to public life brings comfort to many. The other side says medical privacy still matters, even for someone with royal duty. That is also true. A person can be visible without giving the world every private detail of her body. The social impact is simple. When we talk about Catherine's cancer with care, we make it easier for families to discuss illness, recovery, parenting, and fear without shame. But when we rush into speculation, we teach people that privacy is suspicious and recovery must be performed on demand. That helps no one. Not Catherine, not cancer patients, not the families sitting in hospital chairs right now. So the real headline is not just that Princess Catherine made rare comments about cancer treatment. The deeper message is that illness reveals the invisible work of love. Who waits, who drives, who reassures the children, who answers the phone, who keeps the home steady when everything feels uncertain. And maybe that is the lesson worth carrying with us. Strength is not always a grand speech or a perfect public return. Sometimes strength is using your voice, when you are ready, to remind others that they are not alone. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If this episode helped you see the human story behind the royal headline, please subscribe to the channel and tap like before you go. Until next time, remember that palace gates may frame the public picture, but the most important footsteps are often the quiet ones taken beyond them.